As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone's got 4 down.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
4 down. Check. Kill. 93.
To throw his car. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Play action. It's Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tight end right. Hey. 4 down.
To throw, it's Carr. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He gets it to Cooks. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They go play action now. Ryan rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Open man is Duvernay. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Off the play fake, here's Ryan. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run with Patterson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Patterson on the carry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On now the Miami field goal unit. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, well, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. This is Gordon on the dump off. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down. From the gun, it's Carr. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Carr now on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Again, it's Carr. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Tight end to the left, tight end left. Hey, 734.
Now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Forced out to his left. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
He hits his target, Lockett. Touchdown, Broncos. Tyler Lockett as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Play action, Ryan. He'll buy some time right. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. My five. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. You go tight.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go play action with Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
93. Express. I got him. That's me.
On play action. Now Carr. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From midfield, here's Carr. This one caught by Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now Gordon on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. Well, they were in the red zone, and they needed a first down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Under crush. Check
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Carr. Steps away to, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Derek Carr taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. 30. 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Cordero Patterson, 58 yards. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On play action, it's Carr. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. This complete to Lockett. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Check 26, check 26. 694. Express. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Throwing now is Carr. He's got Smith here. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive. Not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Gordon. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Again, Gordon, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Carr will look to throw. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic.
Check. Lucky.
On 1st down, Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Ryan. That's taken in by Duvernay. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
6 guy, check 6 guy.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's got the first down as he gets it